Do you like Twisted Wonderland? Do you like art? Well, today I'm gonna turn my art into Twisted Wonderland merch! It has always been a dream of mine to be able to sell my art at an artist alley and even set up an online shop, and this is my first step into doing so. In the past, I've tried selling at school art fairs, and let's just say my school did not have my target demographic. Let's be real, no student or parent is gonna buy anime prints at an art fair held at open house. But those one or two interactions that I've had with others that liked something small like my milligram print made standing out in the cold on those nights a little bit more worth it. I feel like as I gained more interests, those interests of mine have managed to grow nicher and nicher. So when I try looking for merchandise at an art fair for stuff like Milligram or Love Bullet, it's nearly impossible to find since everyone seems hung up on popular mainstream content like Jujutsu Kaisen and Frieren. Not that I don't like that, I even bought a Frieren print at Anime Expo. The problem is that the market is oversaturated with these characters. And I get it, they're popular, but finding stuff like Twist is like finding a needle in a haystack. And at even smaller local art fairs, it is just non-existent. Then I realized I'm an artist. I can just make it myself. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I kind of think the fan-made merch for Twist is better anyways. So if I could be one of those Twist artists that sells merch for this fandom, I'd be glad to do it. So here's the plan. If you are liking the designs that I'm putting out and would be interested in buying them, please comment down below which designs you like best. I'll be reading each and every comment to figure out which designs are most popular, and with enough interest, hopefully I can move on to actually getting them manufactured and setting up an online shop to actually sell them to you guys. This will likely be a long-running project of mine and it may take some time, but I hope you guys stick along for the journey. I started by sketching designs for each and every character. When deciding what to design, I kept in mind what kind of product I wanted to put out. Prints, stickers, and keychains were the big three types I knew how to make from past experience, keychains being my favorite, so we started with keychain designs. I wanted to be able to have a keychain design for every character. I had two main ideas starting out. One of those Spotify playlist type designs based on the Blazing Jewel songs, and the other being putting Twist characters on Disneyland rides. The first idea did not really pan out as I'd hoped since I realized how boxy it would be as a keychain. Maybe it could work as a print, but I decided to just move on to idea 2. And it worked out kind of. I don't know about you guys, but every single time I visit Disneyland, I have an entire side quest going on in my mind to visit as many places as I can that correspond to the characters or the dorms. It's like my own mini scavenger hunt. I could probably make an entire video on that in itself. I have spent way too much thought into that than a normal person should. Anyways, Heartslabyul is quite easy with not one but 2 Alice in Wonderland rides in Fantasyland. And I decided to put the Heartslabyul guys in the Teacups from the Mad Hatter Tea Party because I thought it would be cute. But once I hit Savannah Claw, we hit a problem. There is no Lion King ride, and the closest you can get is seeing Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa on Small World, and I think we can all agree Small World does not scream Savannah Claw. So unfortunately, not every dorm got a matching ride, and I settled for claw marks in the background. We continued with Octagonal and the Shell Buggies on the aerial ride in DCA, and Scarabia on the flying carpets in slight reference to the Magic Carpet ride in Magic Kingdom. Then we hit Pomfiore, which should have been easy since there's a literal Snow White attraction in Fantasyland, but I decided to go for a magic mirror design because it is way more interesting than the wooden vehicle from the ride. It's cutesy and comforting in an age way, but doesn't have that elegance expected from Pomfiore, or Ville more specifically, because I can kind of see Apple digging it. Ignihide was even harder than Savannah Claw, since Hades is like nowhere to be seen in the Disneyland parks, so they got a backdrop inspired by the Island of Woe. And finally, Diasomnia. Again, technically their attraction is the Sleeping Beauty Castle, but that's not very Diasomnia-y, so I went with Flames and Briars. So the ride idea worked out, kinda. So here was the current progress on the keychains, and then I moved on to coloring the Heartslabyul crew. So while I was like drawing designs for the Heartslabyul crew and the Teacups, I was kind of just thinking about like how they would interact in the ride. And in my head while I was drawing this, like Riddle's angry because Ace is not sitting properly in his cup. And so I was also thinking about like what other kinds of interactions would they have if I were to group them up into like the cups, like because normally you're not riding alone. I feel like Riddle would actually get really flustered if the other characters were trying to spin as fast as they can. I almost put Chenya in Riddle's cup as like Riddle's wondering why his cup is spinning so fast until Chenya reveals himself. Another thing, I think Ace and Deuce would be in a teacup race to see who's faster. This is like based on my own experience when I went on the teacup ride with my friends, because one of my friends was like, let's spin as fast as we can, and I don't know why I even decided to go on that ride because I kind of have motion sickness. So me and my other friend who was also there were both trying our best not to be sick, while my other friend was just spinning the wheel like her life depended on it. Let's just say, like, I personally do not like the teacup ride, but it's cute nonetheless, and I tried to pair them up with the cups that match their card suits. And since we're here drawing Heartslabyul, I might as well just talk about the anime as well. I was really excited when the anime came out, and I was not disappointed when I saw the animation quality. I thought that the animation for the Overblot characters was actually really good. Like, a lot of the times I feel that people complain about the CGI in a lot of anime because sometimes it's just really hard to look away and like not think about how fake that looks. But I just think how dynamic it looked was really cool, and I really look forward to seeing all of the Overblots for the next couple of seasons. Also, I just really liked seeing Riddle get animated. I remember literally screaming at the TV when Ace was just being a jerk to Riddle. And then my sister went up to me and asked, "Why do you like him? He's such a jerk." And I'm like, "Why do you like Ace? He's also a jerk." Okay, I should not be trashing these Heartslabyul characters. Anyways, it was all really cute and fun. I liked how they somehow still maintain the game's like background styles and the voice acting. I personally did not watch it in dub, but I hear the dub is really popular. I like how the fandom is like so supportive of the English dub cast. It's honestly amazing because I am someone who really enjoys looking up like the English dub cast for almost everything I watch, even if I don't watch in dub anymore, because I just think that these voice actors are really talented and I just like seeing what other characters that they voice. So the cast is really impressive. I cannot wait to see Koi Dao as Idia Shroud. I think like I literally can't unsee it as Albedo. But I think there's gonna be a bunch of good matches for future seasons. So after finishing up the Heartslabyul crew after 3 days of drawing, I realized I am screwed. I forgot to mention that this entire time I'm on winter break before going back to college, the reason for my practically 3-month absence, and I wanted this video to be finished before then because let's just say my second semester schedule does not look pretty. So I have a finite amount of time to finish my designs before I go back to college, and here's my problem. I love this about the fandom, don't get me wrong, but every freaking character is pretty popular, and I would hate to leave any of them out of my collection. I tried pulling my Instagram as well as looking at the comments from past videos to see what other people's favorite characters were, and it's spread out everywhere. So now I had to decide if I should order an entire Heartslabyul collection sample or wait until I get to the other characters like Idia, which would take forever if I went in order, that is. And after listening to me ramble so much, my dad simply said, "Why don't you just do all the Housewardens?" You couldn't have said that after I finished all 5 Heartslabyul characters? So then I went to finish all the Housewardens, starting with Malleus, because I realized I have the free will to go in whatever order I wanted. Since we're starting with Malleus, I might as well tell you that recently I started playing Book 7 and have been loving it. I was initially hesitant to start because of the stupidly long chapter count and all the content I had to catch up to. You're telling me I have to wait 200 plus chapters to see Riddle's dream? Also, imagine my surprise when the first battle against Malleus came up. Oh, 30,000 HP should be fine. Wait, why am I not doing any damage? Holy crap, 300 HP! Yeah, I did not expect an impossible battle, despite the chapter literally being called an unwinnable fight. Anyways, you guys were all right about Spec. He really does grow on you in book 7, and I've been loving the interactions between him and Silver, but what I don't enjoy is the battles. Why am I back in minimap hell? I barely survived the book 6 towers. Fortunately or unfortunately, I kinda knew how it worked because of the Arcane Combat Drills event, the first of which happened when I first started the game and immediately got killed. And the second time with Vargas, where I got up to map 3 before giving up. It's the sad truth that I got pretty weak cards because I was trying to speedrun the story and I would prioritize my favorite characters over everyone else. So I had like 20 or so half-built characters in my inventory. So my solution to chapter 73 towards the end was literally just throwing my 2 stars at the boss to decrease the health until I could take it down with my small handful of leveled up cards who were pretty much on the brink of death. Anyways, as I was drawing everyone, I was pretty much running into the same problems I was having when I was drawing them in my previous videos. Despite them being chibi, it does not make it much easier. I actually fear drawing Ortho again. I love him, but this is not fun. I actually had to go back and tweak some of the designs because for some reason, I did not get Vil and Azul's eyes right. Like, one is too small and the other is too big. Azul literally looked like he had the wide-eyed filter on him, and it came out looking really stupid. And here's how all the Housewardens came out. After finishing, I went to order a couple of samples. Hopefully they come in before this video comes out. Guys, it came in! First up, stickers. He's so cute! So I only got the riddle stickers because they only let me get one design for the samples. But I'm really happy with it. It's so cute. I can't wait for the keychains. Of course, I got my favorites. It's Riddle! Oh my god, what was that glare? So first up's Riddle. Oh, he's so cute. I love this. I'm so happy. This is like my goal from the very start to get this. I'll go with my stickers. Number 2, my sister requested that I get the Malleus keychain. Oh, he's adorable. And then the last one is another favorite of mine, Idia. Oh, so cute. Oh my god, they're perfect. I'm so happy. So I am really happy with how they all came out. The Riddle one is better than I could have imagined. I mean, just look at my army of riddles. They're so cute. Malleus and Idia also came out amazing. So here are all the designs I was able to complete in this time, that being all the Housewardens and the Heartslabyul crew. Obviously I haven't finished all of them, but with the completion of each Housewarden you can kind of get a feel for each style, and here are the concept sketches for the rest of the characters. I will be completing the set at some point in my free time, prioritizing characters that you guys want in the comments. To end things off, I'm really glad that I'm in this fandom. This is one of the few times I've ever interacted with the fandom, and everyone I've met that has played this game, and everyone in the comments are so nice and supportive, and all the other twist artists that I've seen are so talented and wonderful, and I'm really glad to be one of them. Hi, thanks so much for sticking to the end of the video. This whole thing started when my sister got me an Ida bag and I realized I didn't have any Riddle merch. What a disaster, I know. So I had this idea of the Riddle teacup design for a while, so I'm really glad that I actually got to making it. Anyways, regarding the Drawing All Twist Guys series, I hope to finish drawing everyone at some point, but I don't know when that will be considering the semester is going to start soon. I originally wanted it to be a 1K special where viewers pick the next batch, so please check the community tab where I'll put up that poll. Thanks for 1K subs, by the way. I'm really baffled and honored that you guys like my twist content so much. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!